Hi, I'm Buddy Andrade. Welcome to the National Night Out here at Ashley Park. I am so pleased to be at the DEA's table over here, meeting April for the first time. But also what's so important about the opioid issue is that I would hope that we're going to get more of this stuff into the neighborhoods. If you check all the neighborhood stores around here, there's no information about this stuff. Where does somebody get help? If they're at dinner with your family and you know someone that needs help and there's something on the bulletin board, they can grab it and share it. But we don't have that stuff nowhere in the community. Looking to get more paraphernalia, if you want to call it, the pamphlets and all that kind of stuff that more people could have in their hands and spread it around. Even putting posters up on some of the walls saying where to get help at, the 800 numbers and stuff like that. Very, very important. We have a very mobile population. They walk all through the community. And if these signs were there in certain spots, maybe they might see it, maybe it might click on somebody to say, I want to make a difference, I want to change my life around. Something like that. It's a very important issue. Thank you for being here. Thank you.
So my name is April Miller, from the city of New Bedford, grown up here, raised here. I'm working with the DEA on this new effort called DEA 360. It's going to be an initiative where we're going to have all facets of the community involved in what we're doing and preventing and trying to help with the opioid crisis in our community. So we just hope that the community can band with us and stand with us to fight this crisis head on as we go forward, in our efforts here in the city of New Bedford.
My name's Camille. I work for the Domestic Violence Unit. I'm the civilian advocate, and I assist victims with restraining orders at court. And Sarah, introduce yourself.
My name is Sarah. I work for New Bedford Police. I'm a domestic violence advocate and intern coordinator. I also assist victims at court, and I have interns under me, and I show them how to fill out restraining orders and the numerous cases that the police department sees.
Good afternoon, my name is David Zanda. I'm a paramedic with the City of New Bedford. We're here with paramedic Andy Lavoie and EMT Josh Hathaway. We're proud and happy to be a part of the Public Safety Day today here at Ashley Park. It's a great way to get out and meet the community and interact with the community, especially the kids. Sometimes when the kids see the ambulance, they get a little scared, and we don't want them to be scared. We want them to know that, like police and firefighters, we're there to help them as well. So we love coming out to these activities. As you can see, we're here with our public safety partners, the police and fire and Bristol County Sheriff's Office, and it's a great way again to interact with the community and let the public see some of their equipment that they purchase for their emergency medical services. We have everything from the state-of-the-art cardiac monitor that we can use for patients who are having chest pains or potentially heart attacks. This is the top-of-the-line equipment. It's state-of-the-art, and we have it here for the residents of New Bedford. We also have some of our SRT gear for situations that could be turned violent, for an active shooter situation. We want to make sure that we get a paramedic in with the policeman to start treating people who are victims as soon as possible. We also have some of our Stop the Bleed equipment. Stop the Bleed is a new public campaign to make people aware that they can save lives by applying a tourniquet. And we have some paramedics on staff who are great instructors. Paramedic Andy Lavoie is one of the finest instructors of the state when it comes to teaching Stop the Bleed. He teaches it to school children, to adults, to anyone who wants it all over the community. You can call New Bedford EMS and we can set you up with a Stop the Bleed class that you will definitely learn. It's a simple tourniquet that when applied to a bleeding extremity stops that bleeding and literally gives that person an opportunity to live. Just like CPR, it's a simple skill. CPR saves lives, tourniquets save lives, and we have great instructors on staff that can help you. We also want them to see our ambulance. We have some brand new state-of-the-art ambulances here in the city, and they're equipped with the best equipment and state-of-the-art equipment, and our paramedics and our EMTs work on those ambulances. New Bedford residents are very lucky. We have some of the most experienced and educated paramedics and EMTs in New England. They're very busy. That means they get very good very quick. So that's what we're doing here today. We're giving the kids rides on the stretchers. We have our bike that we use for public safety events so we can get paramedics into crowds. And we have our stair chair, which is a piece of equipment that we use to carry sick people out of a house. So again, we're proud to be here. We want to participate in more of these community events.
Hi, from the YW Kids.
Hi everybody, my name is Caitlin Sylvia. I'm the Public Education Coordinator for the Massachusetts State 911 Department, and I'm going to bring you on up to our mobile PSAP unit, which is our 911 center on wheels. These are our two 911 trainers, Kevin Lewis and John Brunelli. I'm going to hand it over to them and they'll be able to tell you exactly what's on the truck.
There you go, Kev.
Hi, so as Katie just said, this is our mobile PSAP. PSAP is a public safety answering point. Essentially, it's a 911 center on wheels. So on board this truck, we have 6 answering positions that a dispatcher can work on board this truck and handle 911 calls anywhere in the state. The equipment that you see on this truck is the same equipment that would be in any 911 center anywhere in Massachusetts. So if you want to take a look over here, this is an example of a 911 answering position. So the dispatcher can see on this screen, on their map, a plotted location where the caller is calling from, whether it's a cell phone, a landline telephone, or even a text message can be displayed on the monitor in front of them, as well as having the ability to handle conversations with the folks who are deaf or hard of hearing through a TTY device, and be able to transfer calls to pretty much anywhere they'd like, whether it's another department or another service provider, whether it's an animal control officer or private ambulance company, wherever it might be.
Yeah, so sometimes people call for a variety of reasons. Even if you can't speak, say somebody's in your house and they have to whisper like that, we will know where they are just because, as Kevin pointed out, they actually show the address right here. So we'll know your address even if you can't speak. Massachusetts State 911 has a thing called a silent call procedure where you press 1 for police, 2 for fire, 3 for an ambulance. And then we have to ask a set of yes or no questions. Be 4 for yes, 5 for no. Is there somebody in the house that shouldn't be there? 4 for yes, 5 for no. Do you have any weapons? Which is very challenging just to ask yes or no questions because I don't think we're wired that way. I think we're meant to ask fact-finding questions. But yeah, so even if you can't speak, we'll know your address, as Kevin said, whether it's a home landline or a cellular or even a text message.
How you doing? New Bedford Police here, Officer Roberto Nunes, New Bedford Police Marine Unit and Underwater Recovery Team. So here we have one of our ROV, remote operated vehicles we take on the water to locate any interests we need to see underneath the water. We have it's got a camera on board, a front view and sonar. We have a large spool reel that'll take us out a couple hundred feet. We couple this to our monitors aboard our command center here. We can view what's under the water before we send any divers in. We also have a tow behind fish, we call it. It's a side scan sonar. We also have side scan sonars on 2 of our marine vessels. We'll tow that behind the vessel. It projects a underwater 3D image to see what lies underneath before we send divers in also. We have a second smaller submersible here. This is Fred, our test dummy. We have him outfitted with my scuba gear. We'll deploy him in the water, have divers go in, train, search for a person that was a drowning victim. On my hood of my cruiser, I have a ice suit, the yellow suit we use for when we're diving, well, assisting with persons that fall through the ice of ponds, lakes, or here along the waterfront. We'll don these suits. They're very warm, they keep us dry, allow us to go in the water on the surface and stay warm and dry. On the other side of my yellow suit is one of my dry suits. We'll don those dry suits. They fully seal us in. It keeps us free of any chemicals that are in the harbor that are oils, fuels that are hazardous to persons. We'll don those. We have to our right some metal detectors used to locate any metal objects underneath the water, weapons, ammunitions, anything that's below the surface of the seabed. Here we have some training simulators. These are to simulate mines, explosive ordnance that we will affix to the bottom vessels. We'll send divers in, search the bottom of the hull, locate any known objects to be explosives, which we'll use here. Then we'll fix it with a marker. We'll send another diver down, usually from the State Police Explosives Dive Team, to dispose of any ordnance that is found on any vessels. If you want to take a look inside our command center for the Underwater Recovery Unit, come right in. So here is our underwater recovery unit's command center, where all the divers and all personnel would stay out of the weather when it's raining, snowing, or any very inclement weather. We also have monitors where our ROVs would project images where the ROV operator will sit here, control the ROV remotely. We have several storage area compartments for extra gear, communications units. We have a refrigerator and a bathroom. Here in the front of our unit, we have some more storage here where we store our ROV, extra comms units, PFDs, extra scuba tanks, and any other equipment that we need when we are training or conducting an operation.
Hi, my name is Terry Beliveau, and I am the director of South Coast Youth Courts here in New Bedford. And we are here promoting our Drive Smart South Coast campaign that we started about 5 or 6 months ago, I think, and hopefully asking people to take the pledge to drive smart, asking people to make sure that they're not being distracted when they're driving, not just for them, but for their community and for their kids, and giving people an opportunity to pick up some of our stickers and air fresheners and pop sockets and that we have available, take some pictures, and enjoy the rest of the day.
We are here with the United Way Family Resource and Development Center, just enjoying the day. We have some great scratch-off face mats and having some fun.
Hi, my name is May Reed, and I'm here at National Night Out. I am Miss New Bedford 2019, and we're having a great time. Right now I'm at the United Way table where they have some reading. They also have some goldfish. Like, there's just some cool stuff here. I just got here, so I'm excited to see what else they have to offer. But yeah, I hope we get to see how much fun we're having and get to come next year.
So we're here with Target, and we're just raffling off some school stuff. We got a couple games going, some duck games, win some cool prizes, and then we're doing some helmets, some sporting goods stuff. We're gonna have some scooters soon that we're raffling off at the end.
Hello, Staff Sergeant Thomas Abreu from the Massachusetts Army National Guard. I'm here with Staff Sergeant Sean Figlioli. We're here to help support the community on the National Night Out, do an outreach, get the word out about the National Guard and what we provide. Things such as free tuition and fees to local universities, state colleges, and also job training. Anything you'd like to say?
No, we appreciate being asked to be here. We always have to come out and support the community any way we can.
My name is Reverend Russ Chamberlain, and for about 30 years now, I have an agreement with the Lakes Company to get their waste nylon, which is what all this is. It all comes in white, so I dye it all the different colors. And the things you can make is jump ropes, like this here. Here's a jump rope. I'm in the process now of making a ball. If you can see in the back of me on the tree, there's a ball. But the best thing that the kids like is what's called a hose rocket, and I don't have one of those made yet. But everything's made with the nylons. Nothing's from the outside. The Lakes Company for years stored these things in a warehouse, and so I recycle them. And they're making toys for kids. That's my thing, is to make kids enjoy life and have a good time.
Hello guys, my name is Juliet Simmons. I'm Miss New Bedford's Outstanding Teen. We are having a blast. There's tons of families here. You should definitely come next year. I strongly advise. It's a great time and I'm having so much fun.
Good afternoon. My name is Mike Borden. I'm a probation officer at the 3rd District Court here in New Bedford. We have participated now in National Night Out for the 3rd year. We participate because we think it's important to interact with members of the community in a positive way. Today we have Heather and Allison, also from the probation department. Today we're raffling off bikes and giving out stuffed animals to everybody that comes down and participates.
I'm Trooper Kenny Dingen. I'm the TFO, it's called. I'm the Tactical Flight Officer. I control the camera system and the radios, and this is Trooper Steve Donner. He's the pilot, so he flies me where we need to go, and I look for stuff on the camera, basically, and talk to the guys on the ground on the radio. It's the best job in the world to start, and I've always loved flying. I love everything about it. It's the best job.
My name is Trooper Steve Donahue. I'm the aircraft commander of this aircraft. The pilot flies in the right seat, and the tactical flight officer that you just talked to, he's on the left side. So if you notice a difference, there's a difference between the displays. His display is basically all the camera stuff and maps, so that we can find out where we're going when we're working with the ground units. My side is the aviation side, so it has all the aviation maps. It has the Garmin GPSs, and it has obviously navigation displays as well, so that we can, this is actually a fully, it's called Instrument Flight Rules aircraft, IFR aircraft, so this can fly in the clouds, and it's actually set up with an autopilot so that it actually can be single. With just one pilot, it can fly in the clouds as well. This is one of my favorite things to do with the unit, is going out and meeting the communities. This is a Commonwealth of Massachusetts aircraft. It's an asset for the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, and we like working with the local PDs and the localities.
Hi, I'm Jenny from Big Brothers Big Sisters, and we're here at National Night Out to talk to some families about some mentoring opportunities that we have. We enroll kids 7 to 12, and we have a campus-based program where we take kids over to UMass Dartmouth, and we also have a community-based program where the Big Brother Big Sister picks them up and takes them around town. So if there's any questions, feel free to give me a call at 617-956-0205. Thank you.
I'm here from PACE, People Acting in Community Endeavors, and I'm representing the Clemente course in the Humanity, which offers free college classes to low-income individuals in the New Bedford area. And I'm here with my son Griffin, and you are making
origami dogs,
which are also
bookmarks.
So we're out here having fun with the kids and hoping to recruit some new students for our class that is at the Madison Street Head Start, begins on September 9th.
With Chief Joe Cadero, and we're here at an event that we normally call National Night Out every year, but in this case it's National Afternoon Out. That's my title, and we're here in the day because of all of our events have been moved up to the day because of the threat of the EEE virus. We've that we're not doing nighttime events until the coast is clear from mosquitoes that might carry AAA, and we have to make sure that everybody's prepared for that. So we're here in the middle of the afternoon on a glorious summer day to talk about all the things that law enforcement does to keep our city safe. And we're on full display today. We have lots of assets, including that state police helicopter and a number of other command vehicles that are here. A big contingent of police officers from New Bedford, of course, but also the state police, a number of police departments around the region. And the idea here is to connect folks in our neighborhoods to law enforcement. Law enforcement works best when it's connected and when it can build trust with folks in the community, as they say, and that's what we want. We want people to be on first-name basis with the police department and also to trust them so that information can go back and forth readily. This is all in keeping with the chief's approach to community policing.
I'm Joya Pursuti with the New Bedford Health Department here, enjoying National Night Out on this beautiful day. We have a table of a collection of resources that we want to offer the community if they ever need anything. So we have smoking, emergency preparedness, mosquitoes, how to be prepared for that. We have a variety of materials at this table. And if you'd like any more information or additional information, you can feel free to stop by the Health Department, 1213 Purchase Street, and get this and more. So we look forward to seeing you. Thank you.
Nice and gentle. There you go. He's hot.
My bag is hot.
Oh, you have one too?
It's a girl. What about chickens, right? It's
See,
a girl.
so you just got to be nice to the animals, and the animals will be nice to you.
It's a girl?
Yes, it is. See,
she
go
have a
ahead.
name?
Be quiet. See how soft?
You know they shed? They shed their skin.
That's how they grow. When they shed their skin, that means they're growing from the skin that they're in, and they're getting bigger. So they shed the skin every day. We spray them down with water, so it stays nice and soft. See what happens? If we didn't take good care of him, then he wouldn't be as nice as he is. We feed him like little mice.
Yeah, snakes eat mice, honey.
See how nice?
How big mice do you feed her? Like the little itty bitty ones?
A little bigger, about maybe an inch, 2 inches.
Mommy, can I go on the bouncy house? Yes, honey. Yes, you can.
Thank you, sweetie. Hi. You want to touch the snake? Want to hold on to it? Put your hands out. There you go. He'll be very friendly. See how funny how they move? Funny? Have you ever touched a snake?
I have.
You have?
Yeah, but we have 2 snakes.
All right, wash your hands, okay?
I'm Brandon George from Animal Control. We're out here today with a couple of our animals. We're out here with a ferret, which is cooling down. He got a little overheated right now. He's in the air conditioner. And we have a snake over here that Manny Maciel is holding and running around scaring the kids with. This is our new animal control truck that we have. All of these individual compartments that we have are in here. We have 6 or 7 compartments that we can put animals in now, and they all are connected to the up top AC unit, so it stays nice and cool in there for all the animals. We also have room in the back for all tools. It's a very long truck, so we're still scared of driving it. Manny's the one who usually takes us around, but it's a really nice truck. It's nice that we got this. So.
I'm here on a beautiful summer's day, enjoying all the festivities here at the 2019 National Night Out, and I am here manning the 2020 census table. And we want all the residents of the city of New Bedford to know that the theme for 2020 is in New Bedford, everyone counts. It is so important that we know how many people are here in the city. We want to get to the number of 100,000 residents, which we all believe we have here. And why is it important? It's about getting our fair representation within the state. The census dollars, that money goes to our schools and towards transportation and many services that the residents need. So it is so important. They're already in the area. They may be coming to your door, and do not be afraid. Please respond, and more importantly, make sure that everyone living in your household, infants, children, college students, anybody who is living in this city, we want to know they're here. And the other thing we want you to know, there are jobs. There are census jobs. If you go to the website online, 2020 census.gov/jobs, you will find the many jobs, temporary jobs that are available, and they're good paying jobs. So remember, everyone counts in New Bedford. Thank you.
Hi everyone, we're having a great day here today at Ashley Park in the south end of New Bedford in National Night Out. This was supposed to be a night event, but we had it during the day, and we're having a great time. People here having hot dogs, pizza. We have the state police here, sheriff's department, Dartmouth police. We had the helicopter down here a little while ago. We had the K9 unit, the motorcycle unit, so many great things. Coloring contest, a bouncing tent over here. So make sure next year, 2020, you make sure you come out to National Night Out, because we're having a great time. So I hope to see you here next year.
We're at National Night Out here at Ashley Park in New Bedford, Massachusetts, and we've had a lot of good food, and we're about to watch the dog show,
K9
the K9 show
unit.
Yeah, and it's been great. We've seen, what do we see? We've seen the ambulance and stuff.
The ambulance and the helicopter, really nice.
Yeah, it's great. We love New Bedford. Say.
We love New Bedford!
Good afternoon, my name's Captain Paul Douglas. I'm from the Bristol County Sheriff's Office K9 unit. We have Dean Lawrence and K9 Loki. We've got our helper out there in the bite suit. That's K9 Officer William Dillingham. Basically, what you're going to see here is we're going to simulate a bailout of a motor vehicle, possibly a car stop, a felony stop. We're going to utilize the K9. K9 Officer Lawrence is going to deploy his K9 from his vehicle. We've been training now with New Bedford K9 since November of last year. They're a big part of our training group, a big help. Dean and Trevor and New Bedford PD. It's been a great partnership and a great relationship that we've built. The training that you see here is about 16 weeks. It takes about 4 months to train these dogs, and it's a lot of work. But this right here, so we're going to start now. It's going to be the simulated car stop. K9 Officer Lawrence and K9 Loki. Patrol certified and also EOD in firearms. So Officer Lawrence is engaging the suspect, having a verbal conversation with him, deployed the dog, and made the apprehension. K9 Loki's 5 years old. He's a German Shepherd, imported from the Czech Republic. Like I said earlier, he's trained in patrol and explosive and firearms detection. This is Dean's second dog. Dean had another dog before this, Canine Dago. Same thing, patrol, EOD, and firearms detection. That's about 400 pounds of pressure on that apprehension right there. That's why we wear the protective suit, obviously, to protect us. But that's about 400 pounds of pressure. 42 teeth. Those dogs have 42 teeth and 400 pounds of pressure on bare skin. It hurts. It definitely does some damage. But our dogs are also used. It's not always just bite work and protection work and, you know, looking for bad guys, missing children, missing elderly people. Good job, Officer Lawrence and Canine Loki. Nice job. And also Officer Dillingham, 90 degrees and wearing that bite suit. The next exercise we're going to do is what we call article search or evidence recovery. Somebody does a B&E into a house, or somebody, you know, takes off from the police and they end up running and they drop a gun or they drop a wallet, they drop keys. They'll call the canine. It's evidence recovery, also known as article search. This is Canine Jerry and Canine Officer Scott Robbins from the Sheriff's Office. They've been working together for about 2 years. Jerry is trained in patrol and narcotics detection. He's a 3-year-old Belgian Malinois. Got a great temperament. These dogs live at home with us. They're part of our family. We spend actually more time, I think, with our dogs than we do our family. So you're going to see Officer Robbins and Jerry. This is we're doing an on-lead search, 30-footer. When they find the article or the evidence, they'll nose it and they will down on it, and then they're rewarded either with food or a toy. In this case, Canine Jerry's rewarded with a toy, with a ball.
That's the one canine I want. I would say it's a canine. Please stop.
So he downed, and he'll be rewarded with his toy. So basically, it's human odor. When, especially when you're running, and these suspects are running, they're sweating. It's called fear odor. They're giving off a lot of odor. So if they're touching these articles or this evidence or something they might have stole, and they're dropping it, that human odor is on that article. And the dog uses his olfactory system, his nose, to search and locate. This area here, it's a big area. There's a lot of odor here. We just had the helicopter. We have people walking around all over the place, probably dropping food and everything. So that's another factor that's not easy.
He did. He said, "Can I?"
Oh, yeah.
He's not shy.
He's good.
I don't know what else that is.
Okay. Está no programa, está no programa. Não está no programa, mas está no programa dele. Os coitados têm
So that article right there is a set of keys, and Those are my keys, so thank you, Scott, for finding them. So there's one more article out right now. There's a total of 3. So that's 2. He's 2 for 2. And the third one, that's a firearms holster. So great job. It's not easy. They're dogs. I mean, you saw. It's definitely not easy. It's basically you're taking this natural ability of this animal and you're telling them when to work. When if this dog lived in the wild, they do it when they want to do it. So, but it's a great job. Great job on all these. The canine Dean Lawrence and Loki. Great job. And Canine Officer Robbins and Canine Jerry. We thank you very much, and be safe and enjoy the rest of your summer.
New Bedford does an awesome job with National Night Out. We've had state police, New Bedford Police, Dartmouth Police, DEA, the 911 system, New Bedford Probations Department. We just had an outpouring of agencies throughout the state here today. Next year, we're going to be 10 times better, 10 times stronger, and we're successful at what we do because New Bedford cares about their kids, their parents, and their community. We'll see you next year.
When you adopt a shelter pet, you discover their unique mix of all kinds of traits.
Where'd Wiley go? Where's Wiley? Ah, there she is. Paw?
Do you remember being an ancient wolf? Do you ever feel the call of the wild?
You're a renegade cop, and I'm a con woman with nothing to prove. But together, we could really solve this murder.
They're a little bit of a lot of things, but all of them are pure love.